It's Sunday morning. You're having Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. When in walks this guy, and what does he do? He up and changes your cinnamon roll.
New Pillsbury cinnamon rolls.
Sweet, good Lord.
So much gooier.
Sticky fingers, yeah.
So much bigger.
Mercy.
So much more of everything you love.
This ain't your regular roll.
Bigger. Pillsbury cinnamon rolls.
Wow.
Hello and welcome back to Brand Management, the show that explores the history of your favorite brand mascots. Today we take a look at Poppin Fresh, the Pillsbury Doughboy. In 1869, Charles Alfred Pillsbury and his uncle, John S. Pillsbury, co-founded C.A. Pillsbury & Company, a flour milling business in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Pillsbury was an early adopter of a revolutionary milling process that used steel rollers to process wheat. 3 years later, the company began selling flour labeled as Pillsbury's Best. At the time, millers would label packaging with 3 X's to signify that it was the highest quality. Pillsbury made their product stand out from the competition by adding a 4th X. The company changed hands several times over the following decades, but continued to grow. Pillsbury expanded not only by adding more mills, but by adding new products to their lineup, such as cake flour and cereals. Starting in 1949, Pillsbury began hosting an annual bake-off, in which competitors battled to see who could create the best recipe using Pillsbury's best flour.
Mama want a Pillsbury, Pillsbury, Pillsbury. Mama want a Pillsbury, Pillsbury me.
The company continued to expand its range of products throughout the 1950s. And by 1963, the Pillsbury name could be found on 127 different products. One of their most popular products was Pillsbury's brand of refrigerated dough. In March of 1965, the Leo Burnett ad agency tasked their copywriter, Rudy Purrs, with creating a new advertising campaign for Pillsbury's refrigerated dough. Leo Burnett was already known for creating memorable advertising mascots, which they called critters. This includes such beloved mascots as the Jolly Green Giant and Charlie the Tuna. Purrs imagined whacking a can of Pillsbury dough onto a counter and seeing a small living blob jump out. He figured this blob would be called a Doughboy. Purrs's pitch for the Pillsbury Doughboy was met with much excitement at both Leo Burnett and the Pillsbury Company. The phrase Poppin Fresh was coined to describe the quality of the product, and the Doughboy got his name. Poppin Fresh was designed with a chef's hat and a grin, but Purrs worried that he might look too much like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Purrs worked with animator Milt Schaefer to finalize the character's design. They decided that Poppin Fresh should appear as a 3-dimensional character, and took the idea to Cascade Studios in Los Angeles, where Poppin Fresh was brought to life.
Introducing... Hi, I'm Poppin Fresh, the Pillsbury Doughboy, and here's our Poppin Fresh idea.
The footage was a hit at Pillsbury, and they gave the go-ahead to film his first commercials. Poppin Fresh was first given his voice by actor Paul Frees, who is known for his range of characters, such as Boris Badenov,
In a word, gentlemen,
Squidly Diddly,
Say, that's my favorite show too!
and the Ghost Host.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Hi, I'm Poppin Fresh, the Pillsbury Doughboy.
One of his first commercials co-starred future Brady Bunch star Maureen McCormick.
These look good. You're wonderful.
Oh.
Rudy Purrs felt the commercials needed an ending, So Poppin Fresh was poked in the tummy and let out his signature laugh. The commercials were a hit, and within 3 years, the Doughboy was one of the most recognized advertising mascots in the country. In 1972, Pillsbury Playthings released a vinyl Poppin Fresh doll. The doll became very popular, and Poppin Fresh was soon joined by an extended family. Carol H. Williams teamed with Rudy Purrs to create a new mascot to represent the sweet products Pillsbury had to offer. She created Poppy Fresh, the little girl with big ideas.
She gives Poppin Fresh a hand.
I think chocolate chip cookies taste best when they're hot, don't you?
She's had some big ideas, little Poppy.
Poppy joined the Doughboy in the toy line, as did a number of other characters. Poppin Fresh was joined by his grandparents, Grandpopper and Grandmommer, his children Popper and Bun Bun, Flapjack the dog and Biscuit the cat, and his blue convertible driving Uncle Rolly. They were even given a house playset. Most of these characters never made it into the commercials, and didn't stick around very long. Though he has been running solo, Poppin Fresh has continued to sell merchandise. You can buy him as kitchenware, as dolls, and as a 14-karat gold pendant. Pillsbury expanded the Doughboy's presence and started using him to advertise all varieties of their products. In the 1980s, he occasionally promoted the brand through song. He sang the blues.
Billy's got the blues, those homework blues. But Billy, don't let it bother you. Your mom has got good news.
He sang opera.
If you love spaghetti, just like I know you do, then my soft breadsticks will be a dream come true.
And of course, he rapped.
Now here's a wrap that you should know. Made with Pillsbury crescent rolls. Just wrap a wiener filled with cheese and bake it up. It's sure to please.
Starting in 1992, Poppin Fresh became a CGI character, which is how he still appears to this day. In 1999, Ad Age named Poppin Fresh number 6 in their top 10 ad icons of the 20th century. He is so well loved that he has even appeared in commercials for other companies. He appeared in a commercial for MasterCard,
Crescent rolls, $2.39.
And a commercial for Geico.
I'll get it together. I promise.
In 2005, the Doughboy appeared on a float in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Since 2009, his balloon has been a staple of the parade. Poppin Fresh also appears as a mascot for Pillsbury's annual Bake Off. Participants have even been able to win a Golden Doughboy trophy. Poppin Fresh continues to delight audiences around the world. Even though he is nearly 60, he is still everybody's favorite Doughboy.
Woohoo!
Thank you for watching the latest episode of Brand Management. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe.